Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be taking you guys through my back workout. Yes, I'll be showing you guys how you can grow your back, especially if you're a skinny guy. This is when I started 2 years ago. This is how my back was looking, and now this is how I'm looking right now. So at least I have some capacity to advise you guys. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting new videos every single week. Also comment down below any videos you'd like me to make in the future that could be helpful for you. So as you guys can see here, I started off as very skinny. I was 65 kilograms at this time when I started training 2 years ago, and there's a lot of things I've learned throughout my lifting journey. Today we're going to focus on the back. Back is actually one of my favorite muscles to train. I have a really, I would say it's a decent looking back, especially from where I'm coming from. So I'm going to take you guys through my back workout that has helped me to grow my back. Let's get into the video. So as you guys can see here, I start off my back workout with pull-ups. It's something I've actually started recently doing. I just feel it's a good way to warm up your back. It hits all the muscles in the back and gives you a good stretch, and I like going into my heavier lifts when my muscle that I'm targeting is already warmed up, got some blood into it. Also, one of the things I need you guys to start doing is I need you guys to stop doing 5-6 different exercises for your back. You need to pick 3 movements aside from the pull-ups that you're gonna do consistently for over a long period of time. You don't need to go in there, do 5-6 different exercises. I always see people doing this in the gym, and actually I was a victim of this as well. Go in, do 5 different movements for your back, 4 different attachments. There's really no need for that. It's basically stick to 3 main movements, as long as you're getting a movement for the width, a movement for the thickness, and overall mobility of the back. And now we get into the good stuff. We get into the main movements. Guys, if you are not doing barbell rows, you are not training your back. It's as simple as that. If you want that thickness, you want the back to pop out in when you wear a shirt and all that, you need to be rowing, bro. It's basically row to grow. You can progressively overload in this movement. It's a really good movement. I want you guys to be careful of your form though. I see people always in the gym, they're trying to do barbell rows, but maybe they're leaning too far forward, or maybe they're using their legs instead of pulling with their back. You want to make sure you don't ego lift. Don't lift so heavy. You want to make sure you're feeling your muscles working. If you go too heavy on these, you end up using your arm and take the emphasis off the back. I would advise you guys to use straps. I think straps are really good for keeping the tension on the back. Here I didn't have my straps on me, so I was just I wasn't going too heavy. For your heaviest sets, you should be doing between 6 to 8 reps. If you're doing more than 8 reps, I think you should increase the weight. I see people going in and trying to lift too heavy. This, especially for your back, it's not necessary to be going too heavy, guys. And for my final movement, it's gonna be, I think this is called a seated cable row. The difference with this machine and the normal cable rows is that this time it's isolating each arm, which means your stronger arm will not take over the movement. I like this movement because I'm able to get a good stretch, because as you can see, my chest is supported. This also helps me not to lean forward, taking the emphasis off my chest and to other muscles, and also to not lean back too much. As you can see, I really try to focus on the stretch in this movement. I think that is one of the biggest things that has grown my back, is focusing on that contraction. You really want to get a good deep contraction. That is where the muscle is built. That is where the gains are built. So I do this for about 3 sets, 2 heavy sets and then 1 drop set on this. If your gym does not have this rowing machine, you can switch it up for a normal cable pull. I like to do the close grip basically with this attachment. Same principles. Focus on the stretch, make sure you're getting a deep stretch. But I do see people, they tend to lean too far forward with this machine, with this movement, and you don't want to do that. You want to keep the tension all the way in the chest. Don't lean forward, but stretch out your arms. Guys, for my last movement for this back workout, I didn't do it in this gym because I didn't like the attachments they had, but I want you to always add this at the end of your back workout. This is a single cable pull. I think it's a cable pull over, something like that. Basically, you want to set up a bench close to a cable, and you want to really focus on stretching out your lats. You know, with this movement, you really want to get a good stretch. You don't want to go too heavy. You should be doing between 8 to 10 reps max on this machine. I only do 2 sets to failure. Make sure you guys are really focusing on that contraction. Again, I emphasize contraction again because that is where the back muscles are built. And yeah, that's all I do for my back at this point.